Hey everyone, welcome back to the Long Dark. We're here in the weather station once again, starting episode 46. In the last episode, we dealt with a lot of the locals, if you will. We also downed the bear down towards final refuge, so that's good. That's kind of the highlight, I would say, of the last episode. So, yeah, we're here. Kinda should probably start getting on this objective here. We found this in the last episode. Came over here to the radar dome and found the cache right there. Yeah, you can see all the way over there. That's where everything kind of went down. Cleared out the Timberwolf pack that was over there, which was good. But look at this region, man, huh? What a place. Savage place, certainly. But what a pretty area. So, yeah, why don't we go ahead and start moving? I do just want to do a quick sweep of this place, though, first, just to make sure I'm not leaving anything crucial behind. I think we took the flares down towards the final refuge cabin. Everything else, though, does kind of seem okay staying here. Maybe I'll take the extra accelerant, just because it's never bad to have. And maybe I'll take the extra antibiotics as well, since we do have some parasitic meat back at home that I do potentially want to start working on in terms of cooking and eating. Can't go too crazy with that though, especially because we don't have enough antibiotics to go around. All right, let's get it going here. So the Polaroid place is Foreman's refuge. So that's gonna be down, I think towards. Oh, did I get this? Great, I did. Okay. Yeah, I think that's gonna be down towards the way we came, if I'm remembering correctly, and that's going to involve, I believe, a rope climb. Now, whether or not we want to do this rope climb, probably up for debate. I could just... Did I just scale down there? Yeah, wait a minute. What's stopping me from scaling down this way? Although, we would have to go all the way back around, wouldn't we? Kind of appears so. Okay, why don't we stick to the path this time? We'll try something new, right? We'll stick to the path. I'm typically an explorer, but when it comes to this, I'm all set. Okay, the fact I can walk up that is kind of interesting. Yeah, we'll just head on over here. I'm gonna look at this region, man. Isn't that cool? What's that down there? Could be a dead Timberwolf, question mark. Yeah, what a pretty area. The mountains, the snow-capped mountains really give the savageness of this region. Okay, so second pillar. I don't think I did investigate over here. You see one of these. Oh, okay, I guess I did. Must have done that on our first time coming through. Alright. Well, nothing particularly exciting over here. I am kind of in the market to find perhaps a little more ammo. Because living in, or at least staying in Sundered Pass here is kind of expensive ammo-wise. So, would maybe like to find some more. I'm trying to scout out kind of where I gotta go. I think it's going to be back there. So we do have to climb back down the rope. And we'll have to cross the bridge again. Not a horrible climb. Enough to get me tired, though. I'm going to take a supply drop right here. Yeah, that's perfect. We had that fire here when we first came in from the zone of contamination. Did I leave anything behind here? Nope. This is a nice place for a fire, though. Okay. Drop down. Excellent. And it's back towards this way. Now, we didn't encounter any Timberwolves on our last little voyage over here. At least in this part. I don't know if they can spawn here or what, but we've done okay at trying to avoid Timberwolves. Like I said, I would probably like to continue attempting to avoid, just because shootouts are kind of expensive with ammo costs and everything. And speaking of ammo, I did mention this in the last episode, but I do think Bleak Inlet is definitely on the horizon. Probably after we finish up all the lore from our territory here. Okay, I'm not thinking any Timberwolves are going to be over here. But I want to say that I got to backtrack this way. Like, really almost towards where we come in the region. Really not sure. Okay, so that takes us back to quote-unquote home. Where does this go? It takes us that way. We do eventually want to start, losing elevation. Maybe I'll scale down. That peak looks like it could be scalable. This whole thing is just a sheer cliff, though, so I don't want to risk breaking a leg, if you will. Which, by the way, they should totally have leg breaks as, like, afflictions and stuff. Or not afflictions, but you know what I mean. Like, effects and everything. That would be cool. You fall from a super great height and you just start limping and it takes, like, I don't know, 20 days to recover. That 20 days might be excessive, but like, for a broken leg, it's not. For a broken leg, that is rather speedy. 20 day to heal? That's not bad. Okay, this looks like it's trying to take me to where I want to go. I'll be quite honest. I don't know. But you know what? That's the fun. And it's a nice day. We're nice and warm. We have a good amount of energy. And if this is just a dead end, then I don't know. I'll just scale down the mountain or something. We'll figure it out when the time comes. Yeah, I do believe the Foreman's refuge is down in this valley. I can pretty confidently say that it's going to be down here. I am, while we're walking, just starting to look for places where I can maybe start descending if I need to. Over here doesn't look... It doesn't look too bad right there. Trying to go down that way, maybe? Things to think about. How's our weight? 72. Oh, perfect. Excellent. Here's that tree bridge. Try to not fall. Oh, actually, look at this place right here. This is absolutely where I would try to scale down. My only problem, especially in a region like this where I'm not too familiar with everything, is going to be the death walls. I don't know the status of those in this region, where they lie or everything. I know where they lie in Mountain Town. Mountain Town actually has a lot of them. Interesting. Well, we'll keep looking for a way out. Do I dare grab these, actually? Maybe I do. Just a few of them. And start preparing them. I don't think that's a horrible idea. Okay, I have a feeling it is going to be... It is going to be this way. And there might actually be a rope climb, which I would usually try to skip around and try to find a way down instead of taking the rope climb just to save energy, but I mean, if there's a guaranteed cabin, I don't mind draining some energy right now so we can sleep through the night. Man, this rifle has done us pretty good ever since we found it in... I think we found it in Ash Canyon. Like episode maybe 4? Oh, hi, Wolf. I'm kind of happy you're not a Timberwolf, but I do need to pass through. And I have 5 rocks, so I'm kind of feeling confident. Once you deal with Timberwolf packs, wolves like these are just not scary. They're not. Okay, let's try to get both of them grouped up in the same spot there. That rock did it. Excellent. Okay, let's try to maybe get them over that way as well. Nice. Just trying to keep them away. And I'll throw one more rock over there. And we'll refuel on rocks too, I think. If we come across them. Cool. That's how it's done right there. Yeah, throwing rocks to distract is one of the greatest mechanics in this game. So good. So good. Oh, this wolf kill a ptarmigan? He absolutely did. Nothing to harvest. Why did that just disappear? Huh. That's the first time I've ever seen a message like that. Just pick it up and it disappears. Interesting. Okay, do the crouch walk just for a little bit over this rise, and then I'm probably good to go. Yep, we're good. Okay. I don't remember those guys coming in. I don't think they were here. Don't think they were here. Got some more mushrooms. Okay, actually, that's the cave right there. Is it not? To leave this place? I go back into that underground region, as I call it. Massive, massive cave. I think we went the right way, guys. I actually think we got this down first try without too much hassle. And remember, we have that key to get to the cabin, too, so... that's good. Oh, man, I have a... Just a little side note, I have a cut on my finger. And obviously, to walk, you know, press the W key. And my cut is in the most inconvenient spot, man. It, like, hurts every time I make my character walk. Better probably put a bandage on that. Do I have any in my inventory? Let's see, can I use any on myself? No, I was just kidding. Let's not waste a bandage. I was just kidding. Okay, so there's this rope climb here. I think I'm going to do it. Even if there's like a nice way down that isn't a climb, I think I'm still just going to waste some energy. And if my calculations are correct, I think there's going to be the rope climb down to the higher area down below, and then the cabin's going to be below that. Yes, I was correct, actually. Higher area, and then we can follow that down to the cabin. Okay, let's get going. I actually can't believe I mean, we're not to the cabin yet, but I think we're going to get this really first try. Not too much wandering around like we did last night. Last night was kind of a mess, I'm not going to lie. I hate having shootouts with Timberwolves, and especially those packs that are like 5 or 6. My goodness, you can go through 10 rounds easily. How much? 7 rocks. That is adequate. I like that. There is a deer up here, actually. I just realized that maybe I could use a deer. We're not going to go that way. Do I want a deer carcass right now? I could use it. That'll be some nice food as well. How much do I have in terms of firewood? I would probably just put some sticks on the fire and call it at that. Let's harvest out this deer. Where was it? Yes, right here. Let's, go ahead and do this. 2.5 pounds. Not bad. That's a 5-minute harvest right there. That's nice. Could maybe do a deer hide. Do I want to? Mix it up to 26. No, let's not. Let's not. I just don't want too much to carry, and then gotta leave it all somewhere. Alright, fire. You're gonna go down. I'm gonna do... That's a 100% chance right there. Let's do that. Nice. Once we get fire starting 5, this process will be a lot faster. So speaking of skills, I was thinking about this kind of off camera a little bit about what our end goal should be. You know, what's going to be the end goal for this series? And I almost kind of think getting all of our skills to level 5 would be a really cool end goal. You know, I think it would be a really nice. I have 2 pots on me. I did not mean for that, but I'm kind of going to not complain about it. Okay. Perfect. I'll do 2 of that. Gonna put you far away. Because eating you was a poor choice last episode. Okay. Cool. So yeah, maybe getting all of our skills to level 5 would be a really good end goal for us. I think that would keep us busy for a good while. 9 minutes, 14. I'll do just 1 stick. There we go. I actually think the fire just blew out, too. That's some perfect timing right there. Good. Nice little snack to fill us up a little bit. I bet you we're going to find food in this cabin. But you know what, though? I've already been to this cabin. So the game probably just re-looted it for us. Put some more loot in there and then lock the door because we do have a key. Okay. I do vaguely remember a wolf being around here. Don't quite know why. Just take a minute to do a little aerial survey. Yeah, I remember there was a wolf maybe in that little pocket right there. Okay, I don't see him. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist, but... yeah. Alright, well, down we go. There we go, nice and easy. Very good. There's the... is that the cabin right there? No. No, the cabin's going to be on this side, I think. We'll have to see. Once again, we'll do another little aerial survey. Where's this cabin going to be? There's a wall. Oh, it's right there. Good. That's a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. All right. We love that. That is good. Nice and close. I actually, if I recall, I might have left some food here for myself. Like, it's kind of a big if. But I may have. Is there a wolf around here? Look at this. I did. I absolutely did. It's not... all this stuff is not really great to eat, but... 54. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know about eating that. Here's the cabin. Is this where I need to be? I have a feeling it's not. To find and enter the Foreman's refuge in Sundered Pass. I could have maybe overlooked the fact that there was a Polaroid. Let's see. No, this is it. This is absolutely it. Is it not? You doing? Oh, you know what? It's yeah. This is for this. That's right. And we actually left ourselves a lot of stuff here. I'll take that bandage. Yeah, look at all this stuff. This is nice. I'm gonna take all that. Animal fat, not interested. Marine flare, very interested. Yeah. Okay. I'm liking this. Get another piece of coal just for the heck of it. Okay. We can unlock this, so let's go ahead and do that. Now, what's going on in here? A safe? Some sardines, 40%. Guess where you're going? Not in my inventory. Cloth, okay. Ooh, tactical gloves. Reinforced gloves in the tactical style. Highly protective at the cost of warmth. Let's see how... Ooh, 7% too. That's huge for gloves. I'm gonna take them. They're pretty heavy, but so are my gauntlets, but I'll take them. Okay. Foreman's Tech Log 2. That's cool. Still just gonna take a minute to search. It's an interesting layout. Okay, it's actually really nothing going on in here, to be quite honest. I'm good on that. Let's get into the safe, maybe. Is it around 10? We'll see if the safe was even worth it. I don't know what we could find that would be worth it. Maybe some food, perhaps? Gonna try to do this in the most efficient way here. Come on, give it to me. Nice. 10:30. Come on. This is one of the things I hate. I'm not gonna lie. It's so tedious. There we go. Was it worth it? Meh. I mean, ammo's ammo, you know? Okay, let's go ahead and turn the volume up for this guy. Awesome.
Rudiger's here somewhere. The chief's logbook said as much. I'll keep looking. There's a settlement nearby I need to check out. I'm gonna try to keep a record of all this as long as I'm able. Photos, whenever I can. These notes. If I make it back, I'll need something to show for how this all went to shit. They will want to know. But I keep losing things. Leaving them behind. Can't hold it together.
Ooh, where's that gonna be? Oh, actually, that's gonna be near... That's gonna be near the cabin there. Use the Polaroid and handheld shortwave to locate Rudiger's hideout in Sundered Pass. Okay, well, that's gonna be more Aurora activity. Okay. Rudiger's hideout, huh? Okay. Well, we're probably gonna have to go back the exact way we came, up the rope climb and stuff, so that'll be a thing we do. So we're kind of chilling here for the night, I think. I think that's gonna be the plan. While I'm here, let's go outside perhaps and take a piece of that deer meat. Didn't find any food, which is kind of unfortunate. Kind of hoping we'd find maybe a little piece of something, but I guess we do have the meat here that we can take. Here we go. All right. Oh, there's a little spot up there too. A little spot up here as well. Probably nothing too interesting though. Bin. All right. Well, neat little spot. And again, not really too much to be had in here, but whatever, right? All right, let's go ahead and eat that. Is that going to give me poisoning? It's not. Well, I'm a fan of that. So, yeah, here goes probably a whole night's worth of sleep here. We might get an Aurora tonight. I don't know if I'm going to go, though, if we do. I know it's for sure cold outside. But maybe I could start getting a move on. Perhaps, right? Perhaps. What did I just see? Is that a... Did I just see a bandage? Alright, hold on. I did see a bandage. What are you doing there? Okay. Well, hey, you know what? Cool spot. I really appreciate the time here. You nice thumbnail, I suppose. But I think that's about it for my time here. Uh, Let me just real quick turn this guy back. Perfect. Thank you. All right. Let's maybe get a jump on that rope climb. Why don't we? And then I think maybe we'll go sleep in the cave. Zone of contamination entrance cave there. Still nice and warm. I'm going to go ahead and roll with it. I don't like the sounds. The sounds are horrible. Everything is like louder at night. Okay, there might be a wolf up here. Maybe not. Not really sure. Whatever the game wants, right? Whatever the game wants. Yeah, so I am going to probably try to do this rope climb. We'll see how it goes. And then if we do get tired, like I said, we can always just sleep in that little cave there. Don't think that would be a bad use of time. All right, let's get up here. There's a wolf up here. I'm going to be extremely disappointed if there is. Okay, just take it easy. Just gonna slowly work my way up. Might get sprain, but that's okay. I did take that extra bandage, so not necessarily too mad about it. Yep, there it is. Right, like clockwork. Okay. Alright, good. Just ahead of us. Excellent. So yeah, I'm gonna... Obviously, I think we need to use the bandage before we can climb, I believe. Because I don't think we can climb the rope without... Or with a sprained... Really a sprained anything. Go ahead and do that. Can I climb this, though? I can. Fascinating. Alright. See if we can get up this rope. Yep, cannot climb with a sprained ankle. That makes perfect sense. We'll patch that up. Do I want to maybe fix... Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Those painkillers are going to start going bad anyway. You know, ever since the trader has been introduced, there's a lot of things in the game now that are like... You don't have to be preserving absolutely everything anymore. Because the trader will always typically probably give you some really good items that you can use. You know, there's really no reason to be concerned. I don't know if he gives you matches, but if he does give you matches, I mean, no need to be preserving anymore. Okay, I am going to be on the lookout for wolves. Hearing those ptarmigans again. I did see bunnies over there. Okay, very nice. Everything's in check up here. The cave should be up here. Yes, perfect. Okay, I think this is where maybe I'll sleep tonight. I don't see a reason not to. Leave that. Okay. Well, let me sit here real quick. Enjoy the night sky maybe for a little bit. Use the Polaroid and handheld shortwave to locate Rudiger's hideout. So I don't quite know if it's going to be one of those things that triggers only during the aurora, you know? Or if it's going to be something else where I can just kind of roll up to it and just kind of see it. So I know exactly where that is. That's going to be the cabin with the landslide behind it. And then that's just going to be, and the road's right here. So that road eventually will lead you all the way up to our little cabin. Okay. The only problem with that area, though, is that there's a ton of timberwolves. A ton. So maybe I'll seek refuge right there. And there's a little balcony, too, I can maybe shoot some timberwolves off of, too. I'm not too mad about that. Okay. So, I guess kind of the question, what do I want to do? Where do I want to go? Who do I want to see? I don't quite know. I was thinking about maybe sleeping a little bit, but I think maybe I can get away with making our way over to that little cave with the waterfall in it. I know that's a really loud place, but that would potentially just give us a little bit of a head start in making our way over there. Okay, we got 2 wolves. He's a little farther back than usual. Got this area on lockdown, huh? Can I get to a spot where I'm not gonna break my ankles? Okay, let's wait for him to finish howling. Okay, good. He's gonna start walking. Excellent. He's walking in a favorable direction, so I'm not gonna throw a stone quite yet. Yeah, we'll just, of course, right? Of course. Well, use our last painkillers there. Painkillers is one of those things you don't necessarily need to use them, but they're helpful. There's that wolf. Okay, slowly but surely. Not in a rush. Both just kind of stopped. Yep. Go ahead and do your thing. Just passing through. Your ptarmigans. Yeah, I'm not a fan of you walking over, so there's a rock for you. I don't think he was onto me, but a few more seconds of him coming towards me and he would have been. Okay. Not bad wolves to avoid. They're not bad. But now we're onward. I'm good to go. Wind is picking up a little bit. You'll probably sleep until morning in that cave with the shelter. It's a loud cave. Might not get too much sleep. Excellent. Yeah, so that'll be interesting to see if we need an aurora for that. Thankfully, like I said, there is that cabin across the way. So if we need shelter from timberwolves or just to wait things out until the aurora happens, if we need it, then that cabin is there for us, which is pretty excellent. And they got us doing absolute laps in Sundered Pass. Keep my balance here. There we go. No different than the ravine Russell there. Which I've never fallen off of, surprisingly. Very cool. Still making some good time. I'm gonna pick these rocks up. At least just one of them. I figure having at least like 7 or so is probably a good move. Man, this is a hike. But you know what, though? The more we kind of walk these paths, the more I'm going to remember. So next time we're here, I should have the layout of Sundered Pass pretty well ingrained in my mind. It's not hard to get to the weather station either. I thought it was kind of difficult, but it's really not that bad. That's actually cool right there. Hold on a sec. It's a cool photo. Might compile all these little screenshots that I take here or there into like one little collage for us at the end of the series. Highlighting like the best moments or something. That could be cool. Okay. Back here. I like being back here. I think we're going to take a hard left and the cave should be right there. I don't think it's necessarily going to be a warm cave, but anything that's out of the wind is very nice. Let me just take a look at what's down here. Yeah, there it is. Take a quick peek. There could be, I don't know, interesting things maybe? That's going to be a hard pass on the interesting things. Absolutely nothing. Okay, here we are. Perfect. So, we'll put down the bedroll, and I guess we'll really see how warm it is in here. This is all cool, though. Okay. Just, we'll sleep in the corner here or something. Come on. There we go. How we looking, though, for temperature? Oh, yeah, we're good, I would assume. Do 3 hours. It's a very, nice cave. Okay. Sunrise, cool. Drink a little bit. Ooh, not too warm anymore. I think we'll get on the move. This is a cool spot. I do enjoy that. Okay. So, if memory serves correctly now, I think we're starting to... What is that up there? A little something here. Memory serves correctly, we're starting to get into Timberwolf country. Oh, I should start keeping an eye out. Yeah, what is this? Is this like a crashed helicopter or something? Yeah, it looks like it. Crashed plane, maybe? Huh. Interesting. I wonder if the missions will send me to that little spot there. Okay, there's the weather station up there. Not a huge priority right now to be over there. But I do think I'll try to go on this way. This wasn't a fire that I made, was it? I don't know. Looks like there's something over here, though. Yeah. Look at this guy. Interesting. Dog food. That's a new can, too. I'll take that. And I'll take the lamp fuel. Some nice finds. Okay, I did see a little passageway up here. Let's take it. Because I think this will take us to kind of the opposite side of where the Timberwolves will be. Out on the lake. I'm always a fan of that. It's really all in the name of preserving ammo currently, because I know 27 kind of sounds like a lot of bullets, but they'll go pretty quickly. This little corridor here is kind of weird. Gotta start thinking about maybe, perhaps, seeking shelter somewhere. Don't want to get too cold. Only 21 in the shade from the wind. Okay, is this gonna kind of lead me out into the lake area? I think so. Putting timberwolves in this little area here would be kind of insane. Alright, cool little, I guess, shortcut. I don't really know what to make of this, but nonetheless. Okay. Likely gonna have some timbers around here. I think that's alright, though. I do maybe want to start a little warm-up fire here at some point. Where are you guys? You were out on this lake before. So I'm not going to be fooled this time. Yeah, there they are. 2 of them. It's a little pack. 3 of them. 4 of them. Okay, it went from a little pack to a family reunion. Typical, though. You know what, though? If they stay on that side, that is kind of beneficial to me. I won't lie. I'm not even that mad. We got a dead timberwolf over here. Could be an excuse to start a fire, maybe. Got another dead one up there. Fully frozen. Yeah, gonna try to sneak by without making a sound. They're in a really nice spot for me, which is nice. Also, what's up there? I don't really know what's up there. Curiosity, a little bit. Okay, do I want to start a fire here? I kind of do. I kind of think maybe we do. Just a little warm-up fire. Man, we haven't had a warm-up fire. I haven't needed one in a long time. But maybe I'll take this opportunity as well to make some water. Yeah, when you walk around... Oh, didn't get that. When you walk around with the best clothing in the game, typically don't need warm-up fires like this. There's a 15% chance of not getting the fire, and we hit. We hit the 15. Can we do it again? We can. Wow. Oh my goodness. 15% chance we hit both times. Can we hit 3 times in a row? I should know the odds of this because I just had a final for my my quantitative methods and statistics class. All about probability. What's the probability I don't hit again? And it looks like... Look at that. Are you kidding me? 3 times in a row for the 15%. I'm going to try it again. I know we're losing condition, but I'm going to try it again. Can we hit 4 times in a row with 15%? Again, I should know the odds, but I'm going to... I want to look it up afterwards. See what the odds of that are. Okay, looks like we may have it this time. Yeah, it only took us 4 tries. My goodness. We'll put one of our coals on. I will be putting that there. And then, can I do another? We'll do 18 there. Okay. Cool. Warming up. Very nice. Love to see it. Everything's good. Maybe I'll make 2 batches of reishi. Nice. 15 and 4. Can probably do another little bit of this. There we go. And let's do 2 more. This will take us up to fully warmed up, which is nice. Good. I got another 31. I'll do another 30 minutes. Fire shouldn't go out just because we got a little bit of a bonus for how cold it is. Here we go. Okay, what am I looking like for weight? Yeah, we're up there. We are up there. I think I'm gonna crack into that dog food. I think we can use that. Nice. I'll take the torch. Why not? Okay, cool. Little warm-up fire, never hurt anybody. No timberwolves were harmed in the making of that fire. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it looks like just 4. 4 is a sizable pack, but any more than 4 and it starts to get a little dangerous. I'd actually argue any more than 3. Any more than 3. We did find out that the Timberwolves are smart. They can get up here. Okay. There's 1 pack here. Is there going to be another pack over here? I think that's a dead one right there. Man, we're just leaving our imprint everywhere in this region. Dead Timberwolves just littering the landscape. It's not my fault, though. They come after me. They started it, right? Yeah. Alright, so... I'm here now. That's cool. Do I want to maybe stop by the final refuge first? See what's going on there? I don't think that's necessarily a horrible idea. I really don't. We can maybe dump some stuff off, too, if we want. Pack there? Is there going to be a pack over this way? I don't think so, but that's another dead Timberwolf. Oh my goodness. What did we do in the last episode? Actually, no. The question is, what did they do? What did the Timberwolves do to deserve this in the last episode? Let's think. Tried to bite me. That's a start. Am I good to walk it? I think I am. Yeah, I think we're good. Now, I will say, I will give the Timberwolves the one where I was just kind of luring them in with the meat and then sniping them. That is my bad. I will give it to them. That was unwarranted. However, all this other stuff is certainly not on me. There's the final refuge. You can see it all the way up there. Got this guy here. I'm sure he deserved it, whatever he did. Okay. So probably, let's see, this headwind, first of all, could relax. That would be fantastic. I want to maybe see if the plaque respawned. I don't think they did. They shouldn't have, because it's only been a few days. My goodness, this headwind is atrocious. The bear certainly is not back. I know that for a fact. But sometimes the wolf pack spawns are a little wonky. And, you know, you'll come back outside and they'll be there again. Which shouldn't happen. It should probably, like if I had to guess, these Timberwolves respawning, I would probably give it about 10 days before they come back. That's what they should. That's how long they should take. It's about maybe 10 days. So we'll have to see. If I get yelled at by a timber wolf, I'm probably just gonna try to sprint it in. Maybe having one of the marine flares out would be a better use of... Oh, that's not gonna do anything. There we go. Okay. It's really not a bad spot over here. It's just the lack of firewood just makes it very undesirable for long-term survival. Not so much to keep warm, because, I mean, we can just, you know, stay in the house all the time and be warm. But just to cook your food. Because the canned goods are only going to get you so far. Alright, we are going to probably be a little tired, so I think what I'm going to do is maybe sleep for 3 hours. Yeah, I'll probably sleep for 3. I don't think we're going to get an aurora tonight. I mean, anything's possible. Maybe I shouldn't speak for that, but I don't think we'll get an aurora tonight. And if that's the case, then we'll just spend the entire night here, and we'll move down in the morning. Down the road. Wonder where it's going to send me after that cabin, though. I still want to know what's back there. You know, we ran into that little wall with the burnt-out trailer, and that was really that. I really wonder if, you know, there's a way around that. Okay, let me actually... Just in case, because if I can snipe a Timberwolf while he's coming at me right before he howls, then I'm going to try. Okay, nobody's over here. That's good. That's about what I expected. But I guess there's always that off chance. Final refuge. Cool. Good to be back. We got all of this meat here. Could maybe think about cooking it, but once again, you know, it's just no firewood. No real good firewood. And fresh bear meat, actually. Go ahead and eat that. That's going to give us the risk. Should be okay. I'm more content now with the risk just because I harvested all those reishis. That really shouldn't be an issue. Maybe I'll just put some of those there. Cool. Alright. So I'm here now. That's good. I can take some of these painkillers back. I'm going to take the energy drink too. I think we used a stim up as well, did we not? We did. We'll take a stim. These tactical gloves, I am going to leave here, I think. Great find, don't get me wrong. Fantastic find. But I don't think carrying those around are going to do us really any good. Another torch. That. Can I put that somewhere? That is convenient. I guess right here is cool. I do have another torch on me. Yeah, I need a little more storage. Need a lot more storage. Can't even put all those away. What am I gonna do? I'll take 2 of the stones back. How about that? Give me a little room to play with here. And I don't think I really want to put anything else away. Besides those, maybe. Okay, and those are cured as well. Maybe I'll just put the cured stuff on the ground right here. Alright. Well, we look good. You know, we certainly don't look the worst. That is for sure. I'll put these right there. That's good. Anything else wanna step out of the inventory maybe real quick? That marine flare I'll probably just put right here. Yeah, some ammo there. I am actually gonna drop all of the revolver ammo though. 40 rounds, that'll be nice to bring back to Mystery Lake. Yeah, that's where we left our revolver too. And then refuel that. We'll have a little left over. I think I'll drop the leftovers. 11 rocks is kind of ridiculous, I won't lie. I did just see that in my inventory. But I think I'm just going to roll with it. Okay, let's maybe do 3 hours sleep. We'll see where that takes us in terms of energy and aurora potential, maybe. Insomnia, ooh. I got some glimmer fog here. I could make a move. I could certainly make a move with the glimmer fog. I just don't know if I want to risk it. Because as you can see, the visibility is not really great. It's not really great. Maybe we'll see what the shortwave says. Doesn't say anything. I fear this could maybe be like our only chance to really try to go find this thing, because I think we all are pretty aware of how auroras can go. I don't know. I'm not a fan of traveling like this. Yeah, I think I'm going to make an executive decision not to go. Because if I get lost, I'll have to stick to the road. And then if I stick to the road, we're most certainly going to find ourselves in Timberwolf territory. And trying to fight Timberwolves with low visibility like that, not a great thing. Really not a good thing, so I think I'll stay. I mean, it goes to show, you know, you could be in a position like we are right now and be, you know, we're super well equipped. Super well equipped, but you still kind of have to pick your battles a little bit, because all it takes is one attack and your 70-80 day run is over. Speaking of days, what day are we on? Yeah, day 84. Day 84, not bad. 6 injuries sustained, oh my goodness. 15 injuries sustained on day 77, what was I doing? Oh my goodness, I must have been climbing a mountain or something. I'm in a hill. Yeah, just looking now. Okay. What do we have in our notes? Do we have anything? Doesn't look like it. Thought maybe we did. Something there, perhaps. But I swore I wrote something in the notes. I wonder. I wonder. Alright. Cool, I suppose, you know, it's just another evening here, another sleepless night. So I'll pass a little time. We do have a nice bit of food here. It's good. Okay, glimmer fog is gone. Yeah, I mean, look how far we would have had to travel. And I think we gotta be... I think it's gonna be like towards down there where we gotta go. So it's a nice vantage point from up here, to say the least. Do another hour and see. Something woke me up. Do another hour. Don't necessarily mind insomnia. It's certainly not a... Another 2. Yeah, it's certainly not like a life-threatening thing, but it's just more annoying, really, than anything. Okay, how do we feel about maybe starting our trek down there? Now that the visibility has kind of improved, I don't think I mind doing this. I'm going to try to stick to the rocks, though. Oh, just a pack of timberwolves just spawned right there. Man, you guys know exactly how to make me happy. I was getting a little lonely out here. I was wondering where my timberwolves were. So we're going to go this way now. I know there was a pack to the left here. And there was also a pack farther down this way. So I don't really know what to make of all this. I'm not going to lie. And I really, really, really don't want to get in a shootout. But I guess if I have to, I will. I mean, obviously, I will if I have to. Okay, start walking down here. There's Timberwolf over there. Alright, I'm over here. Had to kind of put my big boy pants on for this one, I'm not gonna lie. Nighttime traveling is always a little iffy. Man, this game is sometimes like... I've never been like truly scared in the long dark. I mean, things take me by surprise, of course, I remember we were walking down this road and a wolf just popped out and we had to make a quick decision. Those things happen. But I've never been truly, like, terrified or scared to go somewhere. But I tell you what, I mean, when you're kind of getting stalked by timberwolves like this, and you hear little things in the distance that make you realize that you're really, really in nature, alone, it's not a comforting feeling. It certainly is not. Okay, gonna go over this rise here. And I wouldn't be surprised to maybe see a timberwolf or two. Okay, there's the remnants where I have to be. Like I said, there is that cabin over there too, so that's a nice thing. Okay, there seems to be a carcass here. I think it's a normal wolf. No, that's a deer. My bad, sir. I should say ma'am. I don't think that's a male deer. Okay. Yeah, I figured as much. I figured, right? They give you another little pack right there. It was around there. And then they say, here's another pack for your troubles. Keep the change. Okay, I feel kind of safe right here. I like it here. Don't like the Timberwolves, though. This is where having 11 rocks on you is really going to be helpful. Very much so. And I can actually step on that little ledge there, too, if I really want. Okay, they're on their way over. Why don't I start advancing towards them? That way I can get the rock on the other side of them. Make sure I got nothing that's going to kill me. Okay, that'll get them at least a little, maybe farther back from me. Yeah, a little bit. That rock was actually a little more effective than I thought it was gonna be. Yeah, there's the settlement right there. That's where we gotta be. This place is obviously heavily patrolled, so trying to get there in peace might be a little bit of an issue. I'm gonna throw another rock over there. Try to just get them as far away as possible. Because unfortunately, I do kind of have to ride this little ridge right here. Try to get a rock over there, drive them up the road a little bit. Really just kind of messing with them right now, but kind of have to. What's going on? Okay, that wolf just got scared off by something. I have a feeling it's probably me, which is not really... It seems good on the surface, but that's not really good because that means they can probably detect me. Okay, gonna get them going a little further. Gonna drive them up there a little bit, see if they react to that rock. Okay, all three of them did. Good. It pays, man. It pays to have rocks. Absolutely. Okay, I am just gonna hobble over here. There's the cabin that I like. Excellent. Okay, the Timberwolves actually aren't too close by here, so that's really good. But I'm not gonna take any chances. I want to do all this while remaining undetected. Okay, here's the cabin. Excellent. Love to be inside for a change. That's really nice. And it has its own little lighting. I like that. I think I actually redesigned this whole area. Not this area, though. Okay. Downstairs is the snowed-in part, correct? So it is going to be a little darker. Yeah, okay. Nice, I like being here. Being here's good. So, might just sleep, might hang around. Those cattails are going to come in handy, I have a feeling. But we've been doing pretty good on the food situation, though. I can't lie. 40 cattails is definitely pretty good. Keeping up on that. Nice. Alright, I'll do a little bit of crafting of these, perhaps. Just a half hour. Nice. Nothing else, really. I don't think I can do too much. Gonna leave those unsharpened for now. That torch, it's something. Yeah, not too much to be had here. I'm not sure really what I want to do. Let's maybe go stalk the Timberwolves a little bit. Just see what they're up to. Just to see. Nothing crazy. The car right there. The fact I can't see them is kind of nice. Yep, so that's where we gotta be. I could perhaps start... Oh, I can see them. He's not that close. He's really not. Which is pretty nice for us. I almost think I need to wait for an aurora. I mean, going over there right now wouldn't hurt. Yeah, let's go over there. Let's go. If we get into a fight with a Timberwolf, then it is what it is. And then I'll decide from there. I might try to maybe get rid of flares instead of have a shootout with them. That pack is... They're not close, but they're not far. Like I said, though, I have a feeling I gotta come here with the Aurora active. Nice to scope it out, though, at least. See what I'm working with. Okay, I got a feeling there's gonna be... There's gonna be something here. But it's gonna be probably with the Aurora active. I think we were correct on that assumption, so... Okay. I'm not mad about it, because we kind of know where we gotta be. And I'm not mad about those Timberwolves either. I mean, they're close, but they're not right up to the building. So, I can work with that. Alright, and if we get Glimmer Fog too, we'll be able to kind of just sneak over here pretty quietly as well, so... Not mad about it. Not mad. What I am kind of disappointed about, though, is the lack of food. I do like food, and we don't have a lot of that. See what's down here, maybe. Probably not much. Don't want to get stuck in there. There's a backpack here. Nothing in it, though. A classic. Okay. We'll go back in the cabin, chill out for a little bit. Probably for a while, to be honest. Gotta wait until either tomorrow's glimmer fog, if we get it, or the aurora tomorrow night. We do have a lot of food, though, so I'm not stressing. But the cattails will go by quickly. So we kind of have to maybe get on that. The thing is, there's not much around here. You know, there's really not much. We kind of just have to get these missions done as quickly as we can in Sundered Pass, and then kind of, you know, scoot out of here. Hunting is always an option, though, and especially if it gets dire, we can always just eat Timberwolf. Wouldn't be my first choice, but there is that, you know? Okay, we'll bring it to 30 cattails. I think that's good for now. Sleep a little bit. Alright. Doesn't seem like it's gonna be too nice outside, but I'll go check it out. Yeah, not too nice, but... don't want to go too far. Okay. Just gonna chill here. Just gonna chill here. Might pass a little time. I know it's kind of cold, but I do like the outside passing of time. Nice, look at this. Cool. Yeah, Glimmer Fog would actually be not bad currently. Oh, this is pretty, though. Very, very pretty. Wow. That's, that is very pretty. Let me do maybe... well, I tell you, this game, you know, this game is very... it can be very pretty, it can be very savage. Depends, I guess it depends on what region you're in, really. Alright. I'm gonna probably put in... I'm gonna say 3 hours. Just to max out our temperature and our energy. Cool. Love that. It's a lot brighter in here. I'm gonna probably search this cabin out too, just again. Maybe there's something we missed. Probably not, but... I don't know. I feel like there could potentially be something. You see that Timberwolf there. Let's try to... yeah. Nice. Trying to think of maybe places we can go to scrounge up some food. Is there a little pond down there? Maybe we can get some cattails out of that? I don't think there's a pond, though. There's a waterfall nearby. I think over that direction. So maybe we can grab some additional cattails, too. Just trying to plan out so we're not really caught in a bind with food. We shouldn't be, but I always do like planning ahead. Okay. What do I want to do? What did I want to do? I guess there's not really too much to be had in the inventory. Doing pretty good on all that stuff. Could maybe equip those again. Yeah, I like having those on. Don't get any more sprains. Let's clean the rifle, actually. That's a good thing to do. And I'll clean it again. Get it to 99%. Nice. Okay. Step outside again. I might just pass a little time. Might actually make a bandage while I'm out here. Make a few bandages. Let's go for it. Got 2 of them. Somebody over here? Certainly sounded like it, and those Timberwolves are getting a little closer. I don't know how I feel about that. Could potentially have to take them out. I wouldn't want to, but they start infringing, might have to. Okay, just gonna give this cabin a quick search again. I definitely think that we got most of everything to be had in here, but it is gonna be worth searching again. Bet you there might be some things in those crates there. I like clear the... Oh, never mind. Never mind. There's a skillet here. That's cool. Some salt. Can't eat the salt. Newsprint. Cool. Not really cool. It's rather lame, actually. It's a cool thing here, though. And can't go out this way. Makes perfect sense. And then, obviously, can't go out this way either. Nope. Okay. Alright, just wanted to check. Not a lot going on in this cabin. Actually, as a matter of fact, nothing at all in this cabin. That salt is not bad to keep note of. Alright, not gonna waste any lamp fuel, just looking for nothing. Was maybe hoping there'd be like a can of dog food we missed, but there is not, so... Alright, let's sleep an hour. Get the day passing a little bit. Excellent. And our parasite risk is healed too. So that's good. That's really good, actually. Could maybe shoot up to final refuge real quick and go eat another piece of bear meat. That wouldn't be a horrible idea. But I'm just kind of stuck here waiting for the aurora. So, I guess what are we going to do? I guess that's going to be a question for the next episode. We did get a save point for coming in here, so I do think I'm going to end it here. In the next episode, just going to wait around for the aurora. Nothing crazy. Maybe there's some stuff back here. Doesn't look like it, though. Yeah, wait around for the aurora. I think food is definitely going to be a rising issue here. Not, like, you know, immediately. But it's definitely coming. It's definitely coming, so we got to figure ourselves out here. I do want to maybe work on cooking a little bit. Now it's for sure over 50%. So that's good. And maybe it's about 50%. So, yeah, we'll have to improve on all of these. And then, like I said, we'll go and wait for the aurora in the next episode. So if you all made it this far, as always, thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I hope to see you all in the next episode.